Guys, my name's Steve Johnson. The weather outside is terrible. Let's have a little look. Lashing the rain out there. So I'm going to do a little video in here today, and we're going to be talking about the purpose of the right forearm and how to swing the club and keep the shaft on plane with the right forearm through impact. Right, we're on. So we're talking about the right forearm at impact. Done a video on this before, which I was throwing balls at the ball to target line. Can't remember what it was called, but I'll certainly put a link to it at the top corner of this screen towards the end of this video. If you can hear any rattling in the background, the noise you're hearing is the wind blowing the shutter door for the teaching bay. Apologies. Okay, so right forearm at impact, at address position. So I take my right forearm, if I get into an address position, like so. Okay, I'm not sure if the camera's aiming down the line here or not, but I want to feel at impact, my right forearm points towards my ball to target line. Okay, so that means my right forearm's on plane. So the key positions here, there's two things we can do. We can look at a position on the way down, that'll make sure we get the right forearm on plane, which is what applies force and thrust to the golf ball, because we hit the ball with a straightening right arm, not with a straight right arm. You think of Jackie Chan's 1-inch punch. So he punches somebody from 1 inch and it's all body rotation and then arm straightening. That's what gets the power. He's not an inch away with a fully stretched arm and then just turns body. So the straightening of the right arm is a power accumulator. So we can think about it on the way down or at address and maintain that kind of DeChambeau one plane thing going on there. So if you want to do it at address, so if you take your stand up straight, put your forearm, right forearm out at 90 degrees, tilt, pop your knees, get the club in there as an extension of your right forearm, down towards the golf ball in this manner. So we ply it from the side, and right forearm and club shaft, I'm not sure how well you can see that on the camera, are almost in line, so the handle of the club's raised higher. Then from there, it's maintained, back down, good position, and then back to that position at impact, which is going to keep that right forearm on plane or pointing towards the base of your plane, or your ball to target line, however you want to look at that. They are slightly different, but we'll just call it ball to target line just now. So starting off pointing towards that with the right forearm. A lot of guys have got right forearm over the plane of the club shaft, which is good for ball shaping. If we can imagine Stricker's short game. Stricker's quite armsy. There's not a lot of wrist cock, he's very armsy. He kind of straight arms it if you like. That's more of the feeling you're in here. So you're in much more of an impact position at address, down towards plane. So my right forearm points down towards the base of the plane. There, back up, turn down, same position. Cool. I find that quite hard to do. Some guys find it great to do. I'm much more handsy and armsy, so I look at a position on the way down that's going to make sure I deliver that position at impact, but don't start off at it as an address position. So my position, when I do video analysis, this is what I look for. This is a very important thing. A lot of people, not a case of get this wrong, but a lot of people don't really have an understanding of this. I see a lot of over the top swings, a lot of out to in swings. Is that camera straight? I've always got a problem with this thing. There's now standing the club up on the way down. I see a lot of this. So address position, my normal address position is there. So my forearm's not perfectly on plane. Up, I'm going to come back down. I want to see the club shaft dissect my right forearm. Now I'm not sure how good that is with this camera because I can't really see the screen. But as I come back down, I want the right forearm, or the club shaft, to dissect my right forearm in this position here, and then from there I can deliver club down to the golf ball and right forearm points down the base of the plane as I hit shot. Okay. If the club shaft misses the forearm out this way, then the club's got to go left and the right forearm gets high early, and the right forearm at impact is now pointing inside the base of the plane. It's pointing down here. Not good. I want the feeling of that club being behind me as I come down. It's now I'm playing with my right forearm. Then from there, it's really a simple case of just throwing the club head down at the golf ball with that straightening right arm, and everything's on plane at impact. So two ways to look at it. Start off in address position with right forearm on plane, much more Stricker, or normal address position, and feel it on the way down to get into that position to be able to deliver it through impact. Now, these are just general swing thoughts. These are things to think about. There's no right or wrong in golf, we know that. Of course, there's fundamentals to adhere to. Who cares, eh? I mean, if you do something that's wrong and you get it right, sorry, it's wrong and you do it the same every time, it'll become a characteristic as opposed to a fault. So muck around with these things. Try and start off in this position. It's much more exaggerated, and just keep it on a one plane swing, or try and get that shaft onto that right forearm plane on the way down, and then that can be delivered from there to there in one fashion through impact. Okay, so it's brightened up a little bit, so we're trying to feel this club shaft being on plane, or that right forearm being on plane with club shaft on the way down. A good way to do this is take a couple of pumps up to the top, feel it, feel it, feel it, then release it into impact. Again, my arm, feel, feel, feel and release into impact. Then you do it into real time. This is the way I prefer doing it. As I said before, we can put forearm on plane at address. Just puts the hands a bit higher, more one plane. Down there again, right forearm is pointing towards the base of the plane. Higher ball flight, it's fine though. Down towards base of the plane, in there. Good. Try it. Guys, top corner, little bubble's about to appear. Click on that little circle. You can subscribe to my channel for free. I'm also on Twitter at sjohnsonpga. See that rain? I'm not going out there in that. So I'm just going to close this door and we're going to do a little video in here talking about right forearm being on plane and the power and the, I don't know. Right, we're on. So we're talking about the right video,